it's your man Mike Bowens coming to you once again live and direct. Listen, I got a powerful message for you. Excuse me for the lighting. I'm in the midst of renovations of my new headquarters, my new space, and that's going to have plenty of light and everything like that. So just work with me for now. So this message I want to bring to you is about the daycare business. So this message is, how much stress can you manage? How much stress can you manage? Listen, a lot of people write me, Mike, I see you successful in the daycare business and you was able to do this and do that and purchase this and purchase that. And they're looking at the financial benefits of it, which, don't get me wrong, daycare business is like, you could be like an overnight success. You can start making money right away. And a lot of people are like, I'm just going to do that for a while. And then I'm going to take that money and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. However, the stress level of working with kids, some kids have temper tantrums, some children have lead, some children have are autistic, and not everyone is built to handle that level of stress while working with children, because sometimes they can scream so loud, the decimal levels can be so loud that you can feel like your eardrum is going to burst, or you can have a headache. Or now if you have a lack of sleep on top of screaming kids everywhere, can you handle that? I mean, it's a lot of people that's in the news and they do crazy things that they do to the children. It's because of stress. Now, stress is the silent killer. Stress is the number one killer of people worldwide. You think it's murder, you think it's car accidents, or you think it's whatever, terrorist attacks. No, it's stress. And if you cannot manage stress properly, you will have to figure out a way, if you want to really get into the daycare business, to hire people, right? And if you don't have the capital to do that, I would say to you, that's maybe you can be a consultant for daycares. But you yourself working inside of it, it could be overwhelming and too much for you. And that's what you gotta, only you know you. You know who you are, you know what you can handle. And a lot of people, they're not honest. I can do this, I can do that, and they know they really can't. But they're trying to convince themselves that they can, as opposed to being true to yourself, right? One of the things that I live by is you can fool everybody else, but you can never fool yourself, right? And so one of the things that I want you to really be honest with yourself and say, you know what? This is something that I can do. I can work with these children, and you got to give yourself a timeline. I'm going to work with them from 7 to 5, 7 to 6, 7 to 4, 7 to 2, something like that. In the big daycare, if you work in a daycare center, a larger daycare center, or you work at a smaller daycare, you can work as an assistant, or you can work a few hours each day. Daycare centers, they work from 7 to 2. Then they have the older kids that come in like 2:30 or 3 o'clock to 5 or 6 aftercare hours, right? Whereas a smaller daycare center, you can have, you could be working from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. with toddlers all day long. And let me tell you something. You think the parents is gonna give you a break? You're like, oh, I'm so tired. I've been working all day with the kids. They're like, oh, I'm tired too. They get off work 3 o'clock, but your sign says you're open till 5 or open till 6. Guess when they're gonna come? If you're open till 6, they're gonna come 5:59 or 6 o'clock on the dot every day. They'll go home, take a nap, or go out shopping, get their nails done, get their hair done, or lay down, watch TV, talk on the phone, go eat ice cream while you're over here working with these kids, screaming and yelling and blasting your eardrum out while they out doing whatever they want to do. But that's what you signed up for, so you can't really be mad. And I just want to let you know that sometimes the stress levels, depending on what children you have, how that child is feeling, because a lot of times parents will send their kids to daycare sick. I'm not talking about cold and boo-hoo. Sometimes that parent can't get a day off, or they can't have another babysitter, and the child has symptoms of the flu, but they don't have it yet. They'll send them into daycare, and then this child is throwing up everywhere. Ugh. Now you got to clean that up. Then you have to call a parent. Can you pick up the child because the child is throwing up and the child has to stay out for 24 hours? Now, the parent had an inkling that the child wasn't feeling good, but all they're thinking is, I gotta get to work. Even though now you're calling them, they gotta call out of work now anyway. So it's different levels of stress. You gotta deal with the state and the paperwork that must be done on time. It's a lot of levels to it. You gotta deal with, if there's lead anywhere, you gotta get rid of that. You got to make sure that, dealing with the parents, because sometimes you have unruly parents who don't pay on time, and you got to chase them down for the money, and then you talking to them like, hey, I need you to pay the money, blah, blah, blah. And they want to give you a big spiel. I got bills too. I don't know why I got to go through this. I'm a single parent, yada, 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 yada. However, you already provided the service for this child. So sometimes you have some parents who don't pay. Now you got to take on getting your money, right, through companies that can go after them and get the money that they owe you so that you can pay what you need to pay, right? You fed that child, you watched that child, you entertained that child, you educated that child for the hours that you said that you were going to watch them. But somehow, some way, that parent feels that they don't have to pay you for that, right? Because they feel like they got bills. This is different avenues and different levels of stress. And you got to take all that into consideration when you are opening up a daycare business. Because if you do not, you're setting yourself up for failure. You're coming in thinking like, it's going to be, it's my dream job. I just love kids. I love to be around them. However, if you do not know how to manage stress properly, it can really damage your entire world, right? So this is your man, Mike Bowens. Listen, I got the conference coming up June 2020. In upstate Albany, New York, right? I got all the information here. Sign up to this conference. It's going to be life-changing. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to give you all the information. I'm going to have curriculums ready. I'm going to have how you're able to take your money to make your money work for you, right? I'm going to have marketing strategies. Listen, you got to come. If this is your passion, this is something that you really want to do, you got to come. You got to sign up. And listen, I'm looking forward to seeing you all. This is your man, Mike Bowens. I'm signing off until next time, saying be blessed.